Amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. I will always say interesting times ahead. So I won't be surprised if there's a serious brouhaha that will erupt from River State between the River State government and the just finished sole administrator. Now, mind you, the Fubara administration usually, publish, the River State quarterly budgetary expenditures, for the River State people to see. And the whole time of the sole administrator, none of this was made known to the people. And if you recall also, the National Assembly set up a panel to look into the sole administrator tenure, even months before he even left office, just to know what he's doing. And I still get to wonder how come, nothing was held about the whole thing, because I never really saw anything. And mind you, there was a budgetary allocation, FAC allocation released to the state, and also internal generated revenue. So it is good, that someone is held accountable for all the whole money that has been, released to River State, generated by River State. Now, the Matthew Amehule Assembly has talked about, a probe into the sole administrator's, a tenure, the 6 months tenure. And it's as if the whole stuff is not, sitting well with IBAS, because he has come out now to say, no, they have no right to probe him, or they cannot probe him because it was, under Tinubu's instruction that he acted, which I have maintained, and I will still say it, he said the truth. Whatever he did, Tinubu is in the known. So I don't know how this is going to pan out, but I tell you, it is really going to get interesting. Now, the sole administrator just replied, the River State government, which I am going to read out to you, but before I get to do that, let me first of all show us this video where, what did they even call him say? They say the Yahoo Abidi, you waiting, one of those people, I just see a lot of persons, when they even use their brain, they will say move, and you move for some selfish reason. You just move and carry out something that is not good. Now coming out to expose the likes of Hope Uzodinma, how Hope Uzodinma, some of the things that Hope Uzodinma allegedly asked them to carry out and all that. Some things just they off me for this mission. Our problem is just the very, very enormous, both from the top political figures down to some citizens that we have in this country. They are seriously making a mess of this nation.
By attacking your opposition parties. Hope Uzodinma, you told us that you want us to set Agwo Tuaka of Mbano so that you can be able to become a governor. And whenever you become a governor, that Hope Uzodinma, you ask us to go and attack our own brother, a Biafra man, being, what is that his name? Atakokwa. What is that his name? Oh. Yeah, that is in Ugochinyere. That reminds me. Hope Uzodinma, you remember? You remember? You told us that we should go and attack Ugochinyere. But we said no. Hope Uzodinma, we only give you the reason and the what that we need. Hope Uzodinma, you told us that you will bring to us a treated green leaf, being Igbo, Lolualai. Hope Uzodinma, remember, was the one that told you that we don't need that your own, that your treated Igbo, that we prefer the one that we are using. Evil man, you have planned a way.
Okay, so this video has been going viral for days now. Now, my question is, how come the security outfits in Nigeria, they are not looking into this matter? Normally, in a sane nation, they suppose don't swing into action. Both the Hope Uzodinma and Gentle the Yahoo, I think what they call them, suppose don't, their police custody. But here we are, they are still moving freely. I know Hope Uzodinma to be a very wicked person governor, at least based on what we are seeing happening in Imo State. And of course, his action is his I don't care attitude towards the state, infrastructures and some other stuff. So it's not even coming to me as a surprise. And mind you, Honorable Ugo Chinyere don't talk him severally about attempts towards his life. So it is not a surprise to me. Where my own now is, how come with all this disclosure now, nothing like, okay, we are looking into this matter? Instead, you will see what they will do. It is the governor they will leave and follow the Gentle the Yahoo. Instead of picking up both parties, maybe they'll tell immunity covers the governor. And of course, as all of them, they close to Tinubu, so nothing is going to happen. Now, where it they pay me? Every time something serious happens, someone makes an expose, it is always the person that makes the expose that suffers. I won't be surprised though. I'm not surprised by all this. And I do not want to doubt that the person in question is lying. But my question is, why would they even allow Hope Uzodinma to make a mess in Imo State? Go to Imo State. Go to some communities. Places like our mama. You will hardly find able-bodied men. Because of the whole crisis, so many of them don't flee. Like the place under the Hope Uzodinma administration don't turn to something else. The same person where we see the process will bring her in as a governor. Like the level of wickedness being displayed by some of these Nigerian political elites, it go shock you. It's just like say those people, no blood for their vein. Because they do these things without any form of remorse. The Hope Uzodinma, if fit to their power, if for saying another nation he in the way he be governor, do you think the people will allow him to remain? Do you think they will allow him to remain in the name of impunity? Immunity rather covers him. No! With this level, this magnitude of allegation, so many things for don't happen. But no, we are in Nigeria, where they walk freely. With all the nonsense they have committed, you go see them shamelessly there airport, they wave at Tinubu as they go holiday. What a shame. My question now, my problem now towards the security agencies will get, acting like they are not seeing all these things. I won't be surprised when you hear say this guy, even they don't buy him. I will not be surprised. Nigeria is a country that is filled with thieves, criminals. That crime has become the order of the day. And if we don't end the likes of these people, we'll be finished. We'll be finished. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now let me read out what the media reported about the latest happening in Rivers State between the Assembly and IBAS.
The immediate past Rivers State Administrator, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete IBAS, and the Rivers State House of Assembly appear headed for a confrontation after the lawmakers resolved to investigate the state's finances during his 6 months tenure. IBAS left office on September 17 following the expiration of the emergency rule declared in March by Bola Tinubu, who had suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and members of the State Assembly. Tinubu cited Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution, saying the measure was necessary to restore peace in the politically volatile state. During its first plenary after the emergency rule ended, the House, led by Speaker Martin Amehule, passed a resolution to explore the process of knowing what transpired during the emergency rule with regard to spending from the Consolidated Revenue Fund for the award of contracts and other expenditure. Data show that Rivers State received at least 254.37 billion naira from the Federation Account Allocation Committee between March and August 2025, averaging 42.40 billion naira monthly. If September follows the same pattern, inflows would reach nearly 297 billion naira. Breakdowns reveal that the 13% oil derivation remained the state's single largest income source, contributing 133.24 billion, about 2.4% of total FAC allocations. During the period, debt servicing eroded revenues with 26.31 billion deducted for external loans. VAT receipts cushioned the impact, totaling 10778 billion naira. Despite these large inflows, Rivers has not published its 2025 budget implementation report, leaving residents unable to verify how the billions were spent on projects, salaries, or recurrent costs. Civil society groups have demanded transparency. Chairman of the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations in Rivers State, Enefa Georgeway, insisted that the total FAC amount deepened suspicion of mismanagement, adding that we will be calling on the Rivers State Governor to set up a panel of inquiry to ascertain how much he received, both in terms of federal allocation and internally generated revenue, and how he expended it, because we suspect corruption. Emma Obe of the Civil Liberties Organization echoed the concern, describing the emergency government as unconstitutional and warning there is no government without accountability. However, whoever spent public money without accounting for it will pay for it, if not today, sometime to come. Reacting through his senior special advisor on media, Hector Ibiokubu, IBAS dismissed the lawmakers' plan. He argued that the assembly lacked the authority to probe him, noting that when you say they were going to probe the tenure of the administrator, was it the assembly that appointed the administrator? Ibikowubu added that the administrator acted for and on behalf of the president and was supervised by the National Assembly, declaring that any such probe amounted to a fool's errand.
Okay, now another question we have to ask ourselves is, will anything come out from this probe? Will anything come out? Will Tinubu allow the administration of the IBAS to be probed? I agree with IBAS, so whatever IBAS did is with the knowledge and approval of Tinubu and Nyesom Wike. In fact, I doubt if IBAS ever did anything without consulting Tinubu and Nyesom Wike. So I completely agree with what IBAS is saying. Should the IBAS administration be probed? Yes, it should be probed. But will anything come out of it? I am telling you, I do not believe that anything is going to come out of it. And even if they probe this thing, the assembly will not even disclose anything. Because mind you, these are people that are loyal to Nyesom Wike. And of course, the Tinubu himself was Martin Amehule not sponsored to the UK, where they say they went for one this thing during that 6 months emergency rule? Was he not sponsored? Was he not part of those that paid visits to Tinubu at the Aso Villa during the whole crisis? So at the end of the day, will they even be allowed to release anything that they find from the panel that they will set up to probe the administration of IBAS? Please, I feel like this is another form of distraction or some form of shenanigans, you know. I don't know. I just feel like this is another let it be as if they are working. Because you and I know that nothing is going to come out from this. Nothing. IBAS did not work alone. IBAS did not on his own say, make me so administrator. IBAS, they close to Wike, has been alleged. So the Tinubu himself knows the IBAS. So they were the one that reached out to him. There is nothing. They like to talk through. Nothing where IBAS do, where these people know they are well. So the whole stuff of not, you know, alerting the River State people, publishing the quarterly budgetary expenditures and all that, and you know, is not his doing. It was a deliberate attempt. Even this whole appointment, fire this, remove this, do this one, it is not IBAS doing on his own. It is the same plan as orchestrated by those two. So will the Tinubu allow anything to be made public? Even if it's made public, what will happen? What will happen? See the case where the River State people, some indigents carry go court so that they no go hold local government election. See the way we court wave them aside, push and go one side. So what are we saying? Please, whatever it is they are trying to do there, I feel like it's just let it look as if they are working. Because this assembly, now people wait, those 27 lawmakers, now people wait, they loyal to this person. Please now, please. Please. Now the River State people, now they stress like this. Those ones busy suffering, facing the first-hand hardship, they are the ones they are stressing. Nothing is going to come out of this. Nothing. Yes, in a sane nation, there wouldn't have been declaration of a state of emergency in the first place. Let alone we talking about let them probe the 6 months emergency rule of IBAS. There wouldn't have been. Because you know say this person as somebody will be say now democratically elected person, now the people bring her there. So why would you be the person to remove the person? But no, we are in Nigeria. Anything goes. Someone says Zoo Nation. I beg. For me personally, I am not hopeful that anything is going to come out of here. Even if Tinubu cannot even do it, because Tinubu, he go get to the point where be say, even if he want to do it, IBAS himself might begin to disclose a lot of stuff. So it's almost like it's a bond between him, Nyesom Wike, and Tinubu. So the only person that can disclose everything that has happened with the resources of River State will be Nyesom Wike. And that's the day there will be a rift, a very serious rift between him and Tinubu. Because we know Nyesom Wike is not someone that knows how to close his mouth. That's when we will know every mess that has happened before and during the 6 months. And even going forward. For goodness sakes. We just get non-entities as leaders. Most of them are rubbish. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you so much for the immense support. God bless you richly. I'm super grateful. Do enjoy the rest of your day and see you guys in my other videos.